Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1956 Smith Corona Silent Super vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA and one of the top typewriters of all time. I rank this personally in the top 5. A lot of people rank this as number 1 for various reasons. Super smooth, quiet, reliable, precise, tight action. And Smith Corona really put in the work to get this right. This is in mint condition, which is super rare for its age. Basically, probably whoever bought this bought it brand new and used it a couple times, put it back in the case and put it in their closet, and now it's back on the market. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the left margin, this is the right margin. I'm going to reset those once I load the page, because since this has so much paper support, it's got the 2 fingers in the front, so you want to set the margins in between those. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 3 adjustable rollers, holds the page down nice and tight. So now we're going to put the paper fingers on the edge for maximum clearance on both sides, and then set the margins so we don't get stuck on that. And if you get too close to the paper finger, the vibrator that goes up and down could get stuck on the first couple characters. So I'm just going to put it as close as I can without going over. And now I'm going to set that margin on the left. And the right one looks pretty good. I'm going to just stick with that for now. Super smooth and feels light. Feels like a brand new typewriter. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single. If you want double, just flip that switch back 1 notch. Skips 2, back 1 more. It skips 3, and there's 1, 2, 3 back there to show you exactly what space you're on. I'm going to put it back on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. I switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle on the white indicator, it prints no ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. I can type as fast as I want on this. And I believe the touch control is on, well, it's on high. And it felt light, so it's just super smooth. Feels amazing. Pica typeface, prints 10 characters per inch. Print is perfect. Doesn't get much better than that. And one of the top typewriters of all time in mint conditions. If you're looking for something brand new, this is as close as it gets pretty much. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that forward, it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier. Load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to flip this down for now, put the color back on black. And if you're new to typewriters, if you're not really experienced in shopping for typewriters, if you buy something that is actually brand new, it's typically made in China and they're not designed and engineered like they used to be. So basically, if you buy something brand new, it's going to break on you. It's not going to work right. It's probably going to be out of alignment. So you just want to save your money with that and go with something vintage that actually works, that's been serviced by, you know, a you know a seasoned typewriter mechanic, and that's what I would recommend. And they have, like, for example, myself, I have return policies that if something's wrong with it, if something goes wrong in 30 days, then you can just return it full, refund or exchange, or I'll fix it and send it back. So that's the way to go when you're dealing with typewriters. You want something reliable, that's the way you got to go. Got a shift on each side, a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side, super smooth. Beside that, we'll get to that lever once we open the hood. Tab on the right side. This is the difference between the Silent and the Silent Super. Is the tab set and clear are on the keyboard with the Silent Super, and this is the upgrade from the Silent. Basically the same mechanics with the tab set and clear on the keyboard. And it's a little annoying because this with the Silent, not with this one, because the Silent has the tab rack on the back, and those things you actually have to pull out and manually set, and they get lost all the time. So most of them don't have all the tabs, and I think it comes with 6 originally, and you can't find them anymore because they don't make them anymore, and you can't 3D print them because they need to be metal. So let's test the tabs. I believe I got tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to clear each one of them by hitting that CL button like that, fast action. So if you're like a super hyper typer and making all kinds of documents, you can just use this thing and just go to town. All right. So now we don't have any tabs set, but I always like to set one. Even though this has got a really nice tab break, I like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. It stops at that one spot, and to clear it, just hit that CL button. I'm just going to keep it there for now. MR below that stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, it blocks you from printing. There's a block so you don't go past the margin. And hit that MR if you want to just get a couple characters, but it allows you to go all the way to the end or until you get stuck on that paper finger there. Open the hood, all the brand new ribbons load on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction manually, this switch that we talked about earlier above the backspace, you flip it up, it'll pull to the left, you flip it down, and it pulls to the right. And we're at the end of the margin, so it's blocked. But that's what that does. It's got this mechanism here on both sides that the ribbon flows through. And when you get to the end of the ribbon on either side, it'll pull that and swap the direction back to that side with the eyelet, which is a little metal piece at the end. If you don't have an eyelet, you can tie a knot and that should trigger that. And this is your touch control. It's all the way to the left on high. There's an L with numbers and H at the end. The farther you go to the left, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys a bit harder for them to print, but they respond faster. I was able to go to town on high. I usually have it on low though because I'm just not used to typing on typewriters. I just type one sentence in a type sample. I'm not a writer. So I just keep it on low for myself. But some people, seasoned writers, and if you're typing all day long, then you just want to play with that to gauge what your preference is. And it's got the matting on the inside. This is the original matting. It's really in good condition. Low humidity storage most of its life. Sometimes this gets moldy and you have to replace it, but it doesn't have any smell or moisture to it. So I left it in there. You got some original matting. And that just helps with the sound. So that makes it much more quieter, sound better. And it's got the platen on this. Looks brand new, it feels brand new, it sounds brand new, so it's even more quiet with that. When they get hard over time, it gets much louder. This is your carriage lock. When you lift it up, it releases the carriage and locks it in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around, causing any kind of damage to your escapement. To unlock it, just move the carriage slightly to the right. It's got the nice metal carriage release levers. The newer Smith Coronas went with the hard plastic that break off all the time. So this is actually better design overall than the newer ones, which is crazy because people were still buying typewriters in the 60s and the 70s, but this is the one that they got right. This is the number one Smith Corona of all time. And if you pull out the lever on the left, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. Same concept with this lever on the inside. Flip that down, it disables the spacing. Flip it up, you get the clicks. And you got the page gauge on the inside of the left side of the platen that just gauges when you get close to the end of the page. That's where you want to load it, right below the 11. That's where you load the page. And as you're feeding it through, it'll start to warn you when you're getting close to the bottom of the page. That's 1 inch left in the red there on the left. And that's the end of the page. And one last trick with the Smith Corona Silent Super is, and this works with the Silent too, is if you pull out the lever there and flip the panel back, you can remove the platen easily. So there's a lever right here on the top side. You flip that up and then it just pops right out like that. So you can get in there, you can clean a jam, you can do maintenance, you can replace it, whatever. But most typewriters are very difficult. I would say very difficult. Some of them are very difficult to remove. Some are easier, but this one is ultra easy. Anybody can do that. So that's really handy. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.